Hello, this is Mega Gamer, bringing you another episode of information, opinions, and whatever it is other YouTubers do. If you like what I have to say, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Leave a comment giving me your opinions of this video and what I'm talking about. Also, hit that little bell notification on the side so that you may be given the alerts of any other information and videos that I may came up with. Came up with? Isn't that past tense? Whoopsie doodle. Ha ha ha. My goodness. The roller coaster ride just doesn't stop, does it? Well, bringing you another video, like I always do. I have some other ones lined up in case you're interested or anything. So what we're going to be talking about today is exactly what the thumbnail showed you. Yes, I do believe that Grendel, the new frame for this new update, is a total and complete scam by DE. Now, let me explain why that is. Oh, also, I was right though, wasn't I? When it was going to be released, the Old Blood, remember my last video, if you bothered to watch it? Yeah, I said it was going to come out on either the 19th, no later than the 20th of this week. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. I'm not mocking anybody. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I love you. Which also reminds me, thank you very much for supporting the channel. To all my new subscribers, holy crap, I'm at 77 subs right now. I thank everyone that's been subbing my channel and watching my content. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how insanely impressed I am with the way that's all going. Hopefully this continues. The more the channel grows, the louder our voices will be. And DE, at one point, will actually have to start listening to real feedback and not the biased PC ones. But anyways, back to the subject. Yes, I do believe that Grendel, the new frame, is a scam. It is a scam beyond scams. I'm going to explain to you why. So as far as frames go, this is the ugliest one they've come up with lately. I've seen some better frames out there. This one just looks lazy. Like I've said before in my other videos, DE's getting lazy. What's the matter, DE? 300 plus employees and this is the best you could come up with? A gorger? A fucking gorger. Consumer of worlds and everything else. He barely gets to the point where he can gobble up like 4 or 5 enemies maximum. Doesn't really benefit anybody. The buffs that they've decided to put on this guy, oh wow, big deal. He can regurgitate toxic or acid or poison or whatever the fuck. I've seen the reviews for this guy. Everybody is kissing DE's ass as usual about how awesome, oh, Grendel, he can do this, he can do that, he can turn into a little ball and go around and travel and hit people and knock people over and nya, 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 nya. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing ever. They're getting lazy and they're running out of ideas. I swear to God, they really are. But this is the ugliest frame since D-roll erector set Gauss. Okay, yes, I made him look kind of like an Iron Man. That's not my fault. I needed to do something to get my mind off of how much I hate this guy, as well as Baruch. Yeah, the pacifist frame. But anyways, back to Grendel. Yeah, this is a useless, ugly looking frame. It really is, and he's a scam. And I'll tell you why. Yes, I'm going to tell you why again. Oh, I've seen a lot of people in chat talking about or asking on how to obtain the parts for Grendel. I'm going to tell you how to get them. First of all, you have to go to, well, it doesn't have to be the Earth Strata Relay. It doesn't have to be any relay in particular. It could be anyone. But once you get into a relay, you're going to go all the way to Arbiters of Hexus. And if you have the Vitus Essence, there's going to be these little beacons that look like Grendel's parts, but they're not really his parts. They're beacons. And each one of these beacons cost 25 Vitus Essence each. And there's 3 of them. They have a whole bunch of other new items at the Hexes of Arbiters of Hexus. But right now, you're all actually just targeting or concentrating on getting Grendel. Okay, I get it. He's a new frame. You want to get him. We all collect them. So do I. But each one of them costs 25 Vitus Essence, or Vitus, or however they want to pronounce it. Once you get all those 3 parts, it's gonna tell you where you need to go. Now, believe it or not, I was dumb enough to try it myself. I didn't want to cheat by finding out where the location for Grendel was. I didn't want any spoilers on, you know, how to get him. I wanted to look it up for myself. So I literally went from planet to planet trying to find out where these pieces were located until I finally got to Jupiter, and from Jupiter I came to Europa. Obviously, and I was dumb enough never to have noticed it, and yes, I can admit when I'm stupid, not like every other YouTuber out there, it already says right there that it's on Europa. Yeah, my bad. That's kind of stupid. Whoopsie doodle. Once I found out the hard way where to find the parts, I got excited. Oh, look, it's a survival. And then I see mods disabled. Not only are the mods disabled, which means that you are practically, literally, not practically, you're literally going into these 3 missions, which is survival, excavation, and defense, naked. Okay, you're going naked, which means no mods for your Warframe, no mods for your weapons, your primary, your secondary, your melee, no mods for your companion and its weapon, no mods for your Kubro or Kavad, plus you can't use your Tenno. So whatever level of energy you have, that's what you start off with, and you'll be lucky if you see any other energy orbs dropped by any fallen enemies that you can actually at somehow point, I don't know how you're gonna do it, be able to pick up from these guys. And I've already tried them all more than once. I wanted to see what the deal was, and when I saw that I couldn't do it, I did public. I didn't do offline or solo anymore. I thought to myself, alright, you know what, screw it, let's try it with some other people. Okay, so I go, and I was expecting to maybe see some other people join and stuff, and no, apparently it doesn't work that way. In case any of you are curious about that, it doesn't work like that. I literally had to go to a forum and find out. Also, I did cheat. I didn't go to YouTube though, I did go to a forum, and most of the people are talking about how to do these levels. Everybody's trying to come up with their own theories. A lot of them keep saying that it's frustrating. One guy actually even mentioned that he lost a friend over it because they had some sort of argument because of it. Nice job, DE. Congratulations on that one. And it turns out that no matter how well you try to plan this thing out, it's pretty difficult, and you have to go with a certain type of frame that is symbiotic to other frames around you. And it's a frustrating, very frustrating thing to go through, because like I said before, you are going in naked, and you're going up against 40 to 45 leveled enemies. You have to have at least one person in that group with one different beacon each. All of you don't have to have it all of you together. One person can have the neuroptics beacon, the other person can have the systems beacon, the other person can have the chassis beacon. And at the end of each match, you are guaranteed that part for Grendel. Yes, that's the good part. You're guaranteed, as well as everybody else within your group. But then again, it's not really new now, is it? It's not really a new thing, because you can pretty much do the same thing when you're going up against Alid V. Because you can actually go up against Alid V if you got the you know, if you got the things to unlock Mesa with. It's pretty much the same thing. And I know that because I have a lot of beacons, and I've actually had a lot of people asking for help in chat, in recruiting chat, that they said I need the chassis or neuroptics or the systems for Mesa. Can somebody help me out? This and this and this. And I've actually volunteered. I've actually Sherpa'd a lot of people within the game. I was trying to be nice, but it's not new. What's going on with Grendel isn't new. And if you're new to the game and you think you know what the game is about, then you're stupid. You know nothing. So where I say that it's a scam is not only due to the fact that Grendel is one of the most difficult frames to get ever in the history of Warframe, but also, let's be honest here, most of us will not go through the grind. And I know that for a fact because I've had a lot of people bragging about the first time they got the Gauss frame, or the first time they got the Gara frame, or the first time they got all those other frames that came out in the last year, and how they got the bundle, they got it with the weapon, they got it with the Sayandana, they got it with the extra helmet. This is how much you'll be set back to get the entire thing. These aren't important. Okay, these you can get on your own. But this is how much the Grendel collection pack will cost you. Now, before I would say, hey, it's not a big deal, you know, you can just grind for the parts and get them and just build it and wait 3 days later, which is another topic I'm going to be talking about next time, and wait for it to build unless you have the platinum or the 50 platinum, and you can just pay for the damn thing and unlock it immediately, which is another ripoff. But this is also another huge ripoff from our dear old friends at DE, because you are going to have a bitch of a time unlocking this fucking frame. You are going to have a bitch of a time getting this ugly ass, fat, obese motherfucker. Not to mention the helmet. I mean, the helmet, if you're patient enough, you can wait for him to have it for free, the way that every other frame has been, that they get their extra helmets and you can get them in the market for like creds or whatever, depending on what fucking event is going on. The Sayandana is an ugly piece of shit. Looks like a torn up poncho with a stick hanging off the top or off the bottom. And the Masseter looks like a pipe cleaner. It doesn't look like a weapon. It looks like a pipe cleaner. It looks like a drain cleaner. It's ugly. It's an ugly ass weapon. It really is. That's the scam. They're making it so hard for people to get these frames now that they've actually made it to the point where it's almost nearly impossible to get. Because it really is nearly impossible to get, because you have to go through a lot of time. You're going to have to put a lot of things aside. You're going to have to clear up your schedule. You're going to have to get your friends together, or your clanmates, or even random people in chat. Come up with a plan and see if you can actually do the game without getting frustrated and start going at each other's throats, because it's going to be virtually almost implausible. Not impossible, improbable, or implausible, or whatever words you want to use for that, because it's going to be very difficult to get. And most people will not will not grind anymore for these frames. Now, if you took for granted, a lot of you took for granted being able to grind, having the joy and the privilege and the pleasure of grinding for parts of previous frames. Yeah, those were nothing compared to this. Those were nothing. Yet a lot of you actually spent platinum on getting the whole damn thing. Those were nothing. And I was able to get all of my frames without the use of spending platinum. Although I did use platinum to get the frickin', you know, the frickin' slots and everything. But I never used platinum to unlock a full character. Or actually, no, yeah, I did once, but it wasn't my platinum. It was a friend of mine's platinum. He just really wanted me to just unlock that character, and yeah. But people will not go through the grind, especially for Grendel, and that's the scam. That's the scam that I'm seeing that DE is committing. You will not go through the grind, ladies and gentlemen, if there are ladies watching this. You will not go through the grind, because it is one of the most difficult frames to obtain. Which is why I say that Grendel is a scam. So, tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the bottom. Be sure to like this video. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. Be sure to subscribe. Share with a friend who is like-minded and probably agrees with everything that I've said right now. Make sure you hit that little bell notification on the side so that way you can be updated with any more information or news or opinions that I may have on follow-up Warframe content. And until then, hey, have fun and don't get scammed.